right, guys. It's available. It's there. Andy Riddle is living proof of it. $100,000 in a month. This next guy didn't make $100,000, but he did make $42,210.06 for the month of January. And he's going to tell us how he did it. That's our Dan. I love getting to know Dan and his wife Deanna and their family. Their business is growing. But just watching Dan evolve from somebody who didn't know anything about anything in terms of insurance and sales and all of that to evolving into an expert and a professional in what we do. And you know, the rewards he got in January is just the beginning. So fired up to hear from him. Talking about Medicare. Bring him up, Dan Meerdo.
Hey, buddy. Hello. So they put me after Riddle, before Adam and Beth. So Jerry, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Definitely the pressure's on. I might need Jeff Bright with that deodorant. I'm thinking when they wanted me to talk about Medicare, Adam probably called Terry. They were putting the schedule together, and they said, Terry, where should we put Dan? And logically, they said, how about during lunch? Let him get up there. It's Medicare. No one wants to hear about it. So they did that. Then I think Adam slept on it and said, you know what? Let's put him after. Okay. So my topic is why care about Medicare, and half of you just thought I don't. So if you didn't think that, elbow the person next to you, say, pay attention to this. So I have an analogy. First of all, who here has done Medicare? Who has enrolled someone in Medicare? So probably about 15 to 20%. I have an analogy. It's from a man's perspective. Women, I apologize. So Medicare, you know when you were in high school and there was maybe a lady that was maybe like a tomboy or just dressed very conservative. Okay? But then summertime came and you went to the community pool. And there she was, string bikini. Was that so-and-so? That's Medicare. And the people who raised their hands earlier know that. And ladies, whatever the equivalent that is, I don't know. Maybe if I gave you like $100 and said, come back next year, here's another one. That's Medicare. And so, seriously, what I'm telling people is Medicare is the cheat code to our business. Everything we do, if you're struggling with dials, with closing deals, with annuities, with HMA, with recruiting, Medicare is the cheat code that's going to just make everything so much easier. What do I mean by that? Right? Let me step back. How did I even get into Medicare? Because for 2 years, I hear them say, here to talk about Medicare, so-and-so. I'm going to the doctor. I'm going outside. I'm getting a snack. Because I just didn't care. How many of you have gone on an appointment? You call the lead. You tell them it's about life insurance. You tell them it's about final expense. You tell them life insurance. You get there. You show them the form that says life insurance. And say, why did you fill out this form about life insurance? And they look you dead in the eye. Say, well, I'm on Aetna. Right? I'm going to say one of my prescriptions. That ain't me. Right? And so that happens so many times. I said, maybe I should listen to what they're talking about Medicare for, right? And it has been a game changer. It's been a life changer for me, my business, my family. I could just tell stories. I mean, I don't want to... Medicare, what it is, it's health insurance for seniors provided by the government. Okay? So if you're brand new, if you're thinking, what is Medicare? When seniors turn 65, they have to get on Medicare. Have to. The government is barely good at being the government. They are not good with health insurance. So they are outsourcing that to companies like United Healthcare, Humana, Aetna. They are subsidizing these companies, saying, hey, we don't want to deal with these people's health insurance. You guys do it. That's where we come into play. That is what we are offering. Okay? Most of what we sell doesn't cost the clients anything. So, why it's a cheat code is typically when we are sitting with the family and we are going over their health insurance, we are typically giving them more money back than they currently are getting. So you're not selling anything. It's not a transaction. It's not, you are a benefit specialist. You are a counselor, I guess. And so just the connection you're going to make with your clients, because with life insurance, no matter how good of a job you do, no matter what happens, at the end of the day, they pay a premium, you get a commission, it's transaction, right? And what we do is they do not view you as transactional. They view you as a person that literally is changing their lives because now you're adding money back to their monthly budget. So some quick stories. The most I've ever saved someone per month is just over $617 a month on their health insurance. They were just paying way too much. They didn't have to, right? So what did that look like for me? I made a commission and I freed up $600 I could buy life insurance, right? During this last enrollment period, off of just Medicare, meaning I'm just, and to be clear, life insurance is our number one priority. That is the moneymaker, right? That is the business. The Medicare is just extra. It's just an add-on. If you're working final expense leads, know that if your clients have Medicare, they're getting it from someone else, it might as well be you. Right? Why not? If they're trusting you enough to give you their bank information, their social, if you can save them money, give them extra benefits, why not? Right? And so we always just pivot, right? We sell a life insurance policy. And then we talk about their Medicare, right? And then it's just a simple conversation of, hey, I was able to save you $600 a month on your Medicare. How's your retirement looking? What do you have your money in? Are you losing money in that? Right? And it's like, why wouldn't they show you everything they have at that point? Right? So that's why it's a cheat code. It's dials. How many times do you call leads and they say, we don't want life insurance? They tell me it every day. But it's, hey, those senior benefits. Right? What I've gotten good at is learning about the Medicaid program, food stamp program, housing assistance, utility assistance, obviously the Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement. So on the phone, it's, no. I understand you don't need life insurance, right? But we also do state programs that are paid for your health insurance. We'll get you money, prescription discounts. We can get you housing assistance, utility assistance, all those things. How many more appointments can you book other than just selling life insurance? You know what I mean? So just get you in the door. And Medicare it's definitely harder to get into than life insurance. Just with the red tape you have to go through is the easiest way to say it, right? But once you have it, it is by far the easiest thing you'll ever sell in your life. It's not even a sale, right? And since we partnered with Integrity, we have this bad to the bone software that I think literally I would pay $10,000 for. All you do, it's free for us. You just type in their prescriptions, you type in their doctors, it tells you who's best for them. Of everyone in the state. That's it. And you just turn it around and say, is this better than you have? And they say yes, and you get paid $500. That's it. Other things, referrals, cheat code referrals, right? Again, at the end of the day with life insurance, you are still charging someone a premium. They still have to pay for it, right? But if you help someone with Medicare, they're going to refer everyone then. Why? Because it didn't cost the client a penny, and you've got more money in their budget. You've decreased their prescription drugs. why would they not tell their brother, their sister, their mama, everybody, right? Classic example that we had is we sold or did a Medicare for someone, got a referral to go look at their Medicare. They were on supplement plans where they didn't really need to be. So ended up getting 2 new Advantage plans, which paid us about $1,000. Sold a life insurance policy, and did a $210,000 annuity, which was a referral from a Medicare. Make sense? So it's just, if you're struggling with any of these things, I would encourage you at least look into Medicare. See what it's about. It's not difficult. It really isn't. Emily, I call her 100 times probably. Hey, and it goes like this. Hey Emily, what's TRICARE? Oh, it's whatever. Still don't know what it is. Okay. Call her back. Hey Emily, can we do anything with TRICARE? Okay. Call her back. Hey Emily, how do I do that? That's how it goes, right? So don't be intimidated by it. Lean into it, embrace it. It's here to stay. If anything, they're going to be lowering Medicare age, if anything. So, and there's current, people that are looking for Medicare for all. So it's here to stay. It's lucrative, pays you a ton of money. Oh, by the way, you get renewals every single year. So meaning you help. Well, it compounds, right? Everybody you helped last year, you're getting paid on again next year, and the year after, and the year after, and the year after, and the year after. There's not many people willing to do Medicare face-to-face. So all these companies, they do kind of meetings like this, right? Where they'll come up with talk about the products. And I know we went to one. We were probably the only people under the age of 65, right? It is a dying art of seeing people face-to-face. If you're currently doing that now with your life clients, that's what they want. They want Medicare face-to-face. They're getting bombarded with phone calls every single day, 20 times a day. They want you, right? Embrace it. They want you. Are there any questions about Medicare? I have not used a Medicare, but it's the same way. They're available. So final expense, every one of your final expense clients is on Medicare. People that have been around. If you have a book of business, if you've got 1,000 clients, odds are 90% of them are on Medicare. You might as well be their client or their agent for that as well. Any other questions? Or anything holding you back? Yes, sir. Do you live here in North Carolina? Okay. So North Carolina is the only state that does require a separate Medicare license. I'm in South Carolina. I don't have one in North Carolina, so whoever works with the system on how to do that, I believe it's 10 hours.
Yeah. 10 hours.
Okay.
Dan, what was your total annuity sales through your Medicare business?
So the Medicare season, which means everyone can make changes, is October to December. We did 9 annuities for $620,000, all off of Medicare. And so, as I answered the question earlier, we're not buying Medicare leads. This was just all extra for our business. We were still writing life business. This was just on top of, right? Again, somebody's getting that business. Why not use it, right? Right. And the reason is because, like me, fought it for 2 years. Thinking, what's it about? I don't know anything about it. It's not complicated. It's easy. Terry's obviously crushing it. If you guys need help. Okay, so the question was, I mentioned that the season was in the fall. Is that the only time you can tell? No. So that's when everyone is eligible to make changes. So like right now, we're in the Medicare Advantage enrollment period. So if someone's on Medicare Advantage, they can make a change. But there's going to be a lot of people that aren't on anything, which is another thing. You're going to find clients that only have just regular Medicare. For the life of me, I don't know why they would ever do that, but there's a lot of them out there, which means they haven't worked with any agents, and so there's a lot of potential there too. But yeah, Courtney, so there's also going to be special enrollment periods. So like if someone's turning 65, if they moved, or I don't know if there's a, if they get on Medicaid, which is state assistance, you can change them anytime. Yeah. I mean, hey, I wish there was more to it. That's about all it is. Yeah.
May I just really quick explanation? What is the potential of someone who is just on traditional pay?
Okay. So, A and B is through the government, right? And it's an 80-20% split, which means if they go to the hospital, the government's paying for 80%, the client is responsible for 20%. Okay. Your Part C or your supplement, that's designed to cover their 20%. Medicare Advantage doesn't cost, most are zero premium, right? Which means the client doesn't have to pay anything, and they can get all those extra benefits, dental, vision, hearing, and instead of paying the full 20%, they usually have a small copay instead of that. So you pay it per use, right? You pay as you go, basically. It takes a lot of the liability away from the client, where instead of having a big chunk of the 20%, now they have a copay. You know, maybe it's $50, maybe it's $100, but it's not $2,000. Yeah. And your supplement's just like regular traditional health insurance. You're going to pay every month whether you use it or not. Most clients, I think, I'm sure Gina can answer this better than I can, but I'm pretty sure even 5 years ago, it was probably like 80% med sub, 20% advantage. Those numbers have not flipped, where the majority of people are on managed plans. Which means, again, the people that are on a supplement, they want to change to advantage. They just don't know how, they don't know which one, they don't know who to go with. That's your job, right? And really that's all we do is just put it in the computer and it tells us. It takes 30 seconds. So the question was, do all old people get on Medicare? Is that, did they all get on Medicare? Get accepted? Okay, good question. So there are some people that don't have to get on Medicare if they have an employer coverage or if their spouse still works and they have, it's called credible coverage from somewhere else. But if they do not, if they're fully retired, if it's not in like a pension plan or any package, then they have to get on Medicare. What was the question again? Oh, military, right? So if they're on military, they don't have to be on, whether it's the VA or TRICARE or anything like that. But there are products that go along with the TRICARE. So if you got someone that's on TRICARE, we can get them money back in their Social Security, we get them dental, vision, hearing. If for whatever reason the VA isn't paying for their prescription, we're able to get them some prescription coverage as well. Yeah. See, I know it's there. So we've moved the most HMAs we've ever moved because of Medicare, right? Because as I mentioned, they're going to have co-pays. You take the money they're saving, right? So say that they're paying $300 a month of prescriptions. You're going to bring that down to $100. So now you straight up $200. Sell the life insurance for $100. You get them on an HMA for $100. Now, anytime they have those co-pays, instead of coming out of pocket, they just pay with their HMA card. Right, they're getting all that half off, right? So you just mix everything. And again, from what he was saying is, once you're putting all of these policies in, you're becoming I become their guy, right? For everything. They call me about the taxes. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I know someone that's, even if you don't, Google it, right? No, so it's all based on the client. What I tell my clients is, hey, full transparency, they all pay me the same. So I'm not biased to any of them. I'm just going to type in what you have going on. This will be best for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.